Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can kind of see, I am here with my hygiene and beauty empties. So I'm gonna skip the chit chat and get right to it. So this is a combination of any like hygiene products, so body care, skincare, that type of stuff, as well as my makeup. However, starting with the makeup, I literally only have one makeup product. I am looking at my stats because I made an Empties like tracking spreadsheet, which I will link a copy down below for you guys to download as well if you want to track your empties as well in 2023. This is all technically for December, but I have it starting like the last few months since I've been doing these videos. So the only makeup product I have is a setting spray, and I feel like this has been really close to being done for quite a while. It's the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I like this because it's cheap. I mean, setting spray isn't something I get like super caught up in anymore. I used to be like a Urban Decay all-nighter only type of person, but that was back when I wore like way heavier makeup. I feel like now I'm just kind of like going with the flow. I just like to kind of experiment and like try new things. I'm not necessarily like full beat every day. I mean, I feel like you can probably tell that from my videos now versus then. But yeah, this took a decent while to get through, I would say. But I think it's like pretty good for the price. I don't know that I would say it's a setting spray. I feel like it's just kind of like misting your face. I don't know what like ingredients or properties it would have in it. Also, this is literally all it says in the packaging. And then it has a sticker on the bottom that says clear. So couldn't tell you, like, I don't know that it has any benefits, but I just like at the end of my makeup to kind of like meld everything together. So only one makeup empty for the month, kind of sad. Skincare, we did a little bit better. So I actually have a cleanser. I have two cleansers. I finished the CeraVe Acne Control Cleanser. This is their 2% salicylic acid acne treatment. So I use all kinds of face washes, you guys. So I have a hydrating cleanser that I like to use as like a double cleanse. It's like I use it kind of like a cleansing balm. Obviously that's not its intention necessarily, it's a face wash, but I feel like if it's the only thing I use, I don't love how it leaves my skin feeling. So I use a hydrating cleanser as like my cleansing balm, and then I wash it off with water, and then I go in for a second cleanse, and typically I use this. So if I'm wearing makeup, I'll use the hydrating cleanser as my cleansing balm, and then this is what I use typically every night. Then I use a foaming cleanser in the morning. I don't like to use this night and morning unless I'm traveling and this is all I bring, but I feel like just using it once a day is plenty. I used to use like the cream to foam wash from CeraVe and then a foaming wash, like alternating. I've just kind of done that for quite a while. Not like I have perfect skin, like you want to like take recommendations from me, but I do feel like this versus the cream to foam and the foaming, this has definitely made a difference. They have a different one that's not the acne control. I usually buy this at Walmart, and it's not by the skincare. Sometimes it's like a separate area, sometimes by like the benzoyl peroxide washes. So they have a different one that's like their SA cleanser, but they're not the same, I don't think, because they're located in two different spots. I don't know. I've only bought this one, the Acne Control, not the like Renewing SA cleanser, which I'm assuming stands for salicylic acid. So what's the difference? I don't know. Maybe one's higher than the other concentration. I like this one. I've repurchased it. Okay. And then I also finished up this sample little guy cleanser of the Tatcha the Rice Wash. It's a soft cream cleanser. So I was using this, which probably isn't its intended purpose, but I was using this as like my first cleansing balm because it's more of like a creamy consistency. I have used this in the past. I think I got this as my Sephora birthday gift maybe. This and like the dewy moisturizer, the dewy cream, whatever. It's in the same color packaging. So I've had this before, and as soon as I got it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. So it's called the Rice Wash, and there's literally like these little like rice beads. They're really, really tiny, but it's like kind of like granules in there. So I don't love that about it, and it definitely has a scent. I mean, it's Tatcha, so it kind of smells like the spa in a way, or like, you know, when you get a facial, like things kind of like, it's like fresh skincare kind of. I would never spend the money on this, and I don't actually love it. So I would much rather pay for this. And like, this isn't cheap by any means, so I don't, but like, yeah, no, I'm not spending money on that. And then another skincare product I finished was this Hero Force Shield Super Light Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is like a super, super small baby little container here, which I literally got this. It's so tiny, like the lid is almost the same size as the container. But I got this originally for when we went out of town in November. So kind of when we went out of town, we didn't really have like an agenda of how long we were going to be gone or like what we're going to be doing. All I knew it was like flying. Like I had like my begin date, and that was about it. So I was like, I don't want to take, I obviously, since I'm flying, I have like my restricted little 1 ounce bag, or you know, whatever, your 1 quart with all your 3.4 ounce bottles for flying. So I was like, I want to bring a sunscreen, but I want it to be tiny. So I just happened to see this at Target, and I was like, perfect, that'll work. It definitely lasted the whole trip, which we ended up staying for maybe like 8 days, I want to say. So it lasted the whole entire trip, but it was good. It went on longer. Like I used it after I got back. I just finished it up. It was very nice. I don't remember what the price was, but it was just a little sample. I'm assuming you can buy a bigger one. I feel like I have found some sunscreens I like. So like, I don't know that I would repurchase this necessarily unless I was completely out and I was looking for something, but I feel like I have a couple sunscreens I enjoy, but I'm always up for trying another sunscreen. I feel like it's hard to say if a sunscreen worked or not. I mean, especially like this, when you wear it under makeup, unless it like pills or looks weird, I don't feel like you're like getting sunburnt per se with it on. I mean, that would be like extremely bad. Like you probably should get rid of the tube if that's the case, but it didn't like pill or anything under my makeup. It worked fine. It was white, I feel like. No, it was green, but it didn't leave like a cast. Oh, there's a little bit in there. It didn't like, it's kind of green, but it didn't leave like a, it comes out like this color of my shirt, but then it just goes kind of white. Let's see if I can like rub this out. I mean, it didn't leave a cast on my skin, but I'm not like an over sunscreen applier. Like that blended in pretty good. You can tell there's something on my hand, but I don't feel like you can tell it's white. It's just kind of glossy. I'm not like a thick sunscreen applier, which I feel like I could be better about, but I tried it one day and it was like a mask on my face. Well, not of that one, but a new one I tried. And then it was almost like too much where it wouldn't sink into my skin. It was like a horrible situation. So I was like, maybe I am applying enough. Maybe people on TikTok are just like exaggerating, you know, when they're like putting it on every finger, like lining it on every finger and then like rubbing it into their face. That was like, I did it on like 2 fingers thinking like, okay, I'll do like both sides of my face, and it was like way too much. Any recommendations? I usually just like put a dot kind of all around and then like rub it into my skin. Okay, last skincare product I finished is this Vaseline lip oil lip balm. I've tried to be a lot better about like continually using my lip balms like start to finish, not like starting a bunch and or losing them and things like that. So this is actually really, really nice product. It's literally like down to the nut. I'm pretty sure I could like scrape it out, but it's getting to the point where you would like rub it on your, like, you know, like rub it and the edges will like scrape your lips. So because I have a ton of lip balms, I just did my inventory and I have a ton. I I found 18 compiled. I pulled everything out of every person everywhere, and I have 18 lip balms. So I could afford to go through this one. That's not counting this one I finished. So I'm trying to like be better about just continually working on them, obviously attempting not to lose them. But this is always satisfying when you finish up a lip balm, because typically, like back in the day, I would just lose them. Like they would just walk away. I swear. It's like hair ties, you know, you can't find them anymore. So 4 skincare products in total used up. Very excited about that. Absolutely no hair care finish, but I don't necessarily have a lot of hair care. I have a lot of like hair care extras, but my total of my hair care inventory is 11. So it's not like I have a ton to use up anyway. So no empties there. But we do have some body care empties to talk about. So for body wash, we actually have 2 empties. Let's start with this tall one that you can see. We have this Dove limited edition winter care. This says limited edition, but that's from either last year or the year prior. It's from a long time ago. So I honestly would have probably finished this up sooner, but I didn't like the scent of it. It was like floral, and I didn't love it. So I actually had Corey finish it up. I think he was like, I don't mind the scent, it's fine. So I had him finish it up. It was a notification that's not gonna go away, sorry, that's so annoying. Yeah, so Corey finished this up. Wouldn't repurchase this winter care if I saw it again. I don't know that they still make this because it says limited edition, but not hot on the scent. I like Dove body washes. I really love the blue one. Oh my gosh, what's it even called? Whatever, it's the blue one. I just love the smell of that one, honestly. It's just like feels clean, you know? And then finished up a Bath & Body Works one. Woohoo. So we finished up Pearberry. This was in my project Use It Up. I'm so glad to be done with this. Because that means I get to pull another shower gel, and I'm trying to put together my inventory for all of my body care. And you guys are going to see that shower gel was like the biggest pain point in that. So really trying hard to work on shower gels. Like by really trying, I mean like probably overusing, but when you watch that video, when I get it put up, you're gonna be like, oh, she was not kidding. It's really bad, you guys. I don't know. I knew I bought a lot of shower gels, but I didn't realize I had that many. Like, they all of a sudden just started accumulating. And then I was like, where did all these come from? It's really bad. Okay. I did really good with body care this month. I emptied 6 products. So the next one is this body scrub, and it's in Winterberry Apple Tea. This is the Scentsy body scrub. Winterberry Apple Tea is not currently available in a sugar scrub, but I really love, one, the scent of this. It was amazing. And this formula. This formula is so nice. If you get one of these, I'll leave my link to Shop Scentsy down below, but if you get one of these, the top is like the oil and the bottom's the sugar. It like settles as it sits, obviously. So you have to just like stir it up. Typically every time I use it, I stir it up just so it stays kind of even distribution. But if you want to just give it a good stir, or if it's been sitting for quite a while, you'll definitely want to give it a good stir. Because if you just use it how it is after it's been sitting, you'll find yourself using all the top that has like the oil and just a little bit of granules, and then you'll get to the bottom and it'll be like just the scrub. No like oil to kind of like get it going on your skin. It'll just be like sugar at the bottom of the canister. Like it'll just be flat, just sugar hard. So if you mix it up, it'll kind of like get a nice texture that you can obviously scrub your body with. So I typically mostly just use this on my legs, and I will sometimes use it on my armpits. Otherwise, I don't necessarily use it anywhere else. Really, you could obviously use it on your arms. I don't recommend using this on your face. I'm kind of sensitive to like scent on my face, and this is kind of a harsher scrub. So my poor face, I don't think I could take it. But some people say they do. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess. Do what you want, but just be careful. It is kind of a little bit more rough. And be careful on the sensitive areas of your body, obviously, because like I said, it is kind of rough, but definitely recommend these scrubs. I think these are the only scrubs I currently have, and probably the only ones I will continue to buy, honestly, because I love them. So next we finished a lotion. We crushed it with body care this past month. I want to keep this momentum going for 2023. So finished up the Bath & Body Works Peach Prosecco Macaron. This had notes of peach prosecco, vanilla cream, and macaron cookie. I don't know that I love this. It was fine, but it like, I wish it was less peach and more macaron. It's just really peach bakery, and so that wasn't exactly my vibe, but I love the body lotion formula, especially now that they have pumps. I really enjoy using the body lotions when I want to use like an oil with it, so either my tanning oil or just like a body oil. I use like the Frenchie from Target oil. It just makes it's easier to mix it with this, especially with the pump, rather than the body cream. So let's talk about the body cream. I finished the coconut pineapple body cream. This was my oldest. I think this was the oldest in my collection. Yeah. It's the oldest in my collection because now I am currently working on the coconut palm, which came out at the same time as this, which I got in like April of 2020. So these are definitely getting up there. The color, I mean, I cut this one open, but they're definitely starting to get yellow. Even the coconut palm is starting to turn colors a little bit. I know that's not like the indicator that's gone bad, but to me, that's a start of an indicator that it's about to go bad, especially body creams. Like that one will be almost 3 years old. Is that the right math? I got it in April of 2020. So that one obviously was next up on the list to use, and that will be getting rolled into my project pan, which will be probably my next, or my project used up, which will be my next video. So happy to have finished both a lotion and a cream and 2 body washes and a scrub. I was so excited. And then, not to forget, we have one more body care item. I finished up a pocket bag in champagne, apple, and honey. So this one I had in the project for a couple times, and I was like, I have to freaking finish this. I liked the scent, but I wish I had been like using it in like August and September, not November and December, because I was way past champagne, apple, and honey. Last time I realized this too. I have like this bit in the bottom, but this time when I was trying to use this up, I realized that like no matter how much I store it this way, I can't get this little bit out because it only squeezes out so much at a time. So yeah, I was like trying to get this last little bit, and I was like, it's not coming, like just move on. I have so many other pocket bags to work on. So I'm glad I got through one of those. So once again, I said we finished 6 body care items in December. And then I think the last thing I have in the empties pile is my hand soap, which is in Bright Cider Life. So I'm so glad to be done with this because I was definitely over this scent. I was like, this is fall. It is going to be January soon. Like, I need to be done. I think I finished it maybe like right before Christmas, maybe like Christmas Eve, honestly, or like 2 days before, because I was like, you guys, I have to be done with Bright Cider Life. I was like, this is my focus. I'm finishing this stuff. So I'm so happy to be done with it. Now I have moved on to Winterberry Apple Tea and Perfect Peppermint. They're definitely more seasonally appropriate. I'll talk about them in my project Use It Up, but really happy to have got done a hand soap because that is another like definite focus area for me. So all in all, I finished up 41 products this month between my hygiene and beauty empties here and my home fragrance empties, which is a video I put up maybe just my last video. So I know I said in that video, but if you didn't watch that, I was considering potentially putting these 2 videos together into one. If you prefer them separate, I totally understand, and I'll happily leave them separate. Just let me know down below. But all in all, I finished up 41 items in the month of December between all the things. So this is definitely going to be a focus for me in 2023. I want to try to use up, I'm not entirely sure what the math is. I want to use up like 400 products. I have to use up like 34 to 35 products a month is kind of my goal. So it's definitely something I want to continue to like update you guys on this year and talk about. But I'm also going to be leaving my inventory project tracker, so you can track your inventory on one tab and you can track your empties on another tab, because that's something I just really want to pay attention to this year. So I have a couple of things that aren't technically in my inventory but that I finished that I wanted to talk about. I have 2 mouthwashes. I have the ever popular TheraBreath, and this is in the Rainforest Mint flavor. I think I would honestly get this flavor again. I do like this mouthwash. However, it's not the best for me at home because I have a mouthwash from my dentist at home, but I do like having this at work. I actually have the blue one. It's like a super teal blue color. I don't like that one as much as I like this one. But that one I have at work, just kind of in our work like cubby with like my floss and things. I like having that there to kind of just refresh the day if I need to. So if I bring like leftovers from home that had maybe had like onions or garlic, or Corey likes to cook with a lot of spices. So if I eat that and then maybe I have like a meeting later, or I'm a receptionist, I'm an admin, so I talk to a lot of people at my desk. So it's just kind of nice to not have, you know, like garlic breath. So I like having this at work just to kind of give myself an extra refresh besides just using like gum or a breath mint. But I also have this CTX3 rinse from my dentist. So I think you can buy it anywhere, but I just buy it when I go to the dentist for my appointments because I'm already there and they have it, and you know, I'm already checking out at the front desk. I may as well just add this to my tab, right? So this is specifically recommended by my dentist. Honestly, it's not the best like tasting. It's the mint flavor, but is it minty, or do they give you, no, it's minty. So it's the mint flavor. This one's not so bad, but it's just supposed to be a really good mouthwash. I have a lot of gum issues, so I got like a deep clean of my teeth kind of, and then this is the CTX3. They gave me like the higher dosage one, so you had to mix like specific parts of bottles and like take the wash, and that literally tasted like chlorine. Like it was so bad. So going back to this was very welcome, but basically I think this is just a really good mouthwash. I think it just does more than like this one I think is more for bad breath. I think this is like actually supposed to help clean like what's going on. So I mean, this is the one they recommended to me. Even online, I've seen really good things about it. They didn't say anything about their breath, like, oh yeah, that's my go-to, that's what you should use. So I kind of just trust my dentist. I think they're really like, they have a lot of really new technology. They send their dentists to like a lot of conferences to learn new stuff. So I kind of trust what they have to say versus TikTok, but obviously do whatever you want. And then we actually have 2 things we are going to declutter. So I asked Corey if he planned on using up these body washes, and he actually was like, no, I don't. So we have the Teakwood and the Clean Slate. I don't know why he doesn't want to use these anymore, but I put them back in the shower because they were just like sitting kind of outside of the shower, and he was like, no, I really don't want these anymore. So not sure why, not sure what the deal is, but there you have it. That's what we have going on here. Going to get rid of these. This one's like literally almost gone. This one was more so like halfway, but he says he doesn't want to use them, and I'm not going to use them. I have my own body wash I really need to focus on, so those are in the declutter pile. So that was kind of long, but that's everything I have for this month's empties. I probably will plan to be back with my next video for my body care project, Use It Up, because those take longer to film because I have to like gather everything and like not do research, but you know, like get everything ready. But I really want to film it and like roll in some new products and talk about some new things. So I will see you guys in that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.